evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Manny Pacquiao is coming down to the ring right now, and he does so with a certain gamesmanship, putting forth that attitude to his opponent, telling him, I'm the man, and I know it.
Testing.
Roy Jones Jr. is assured that tonight is his night. That is as confident of a ring walk as you will ever see.
So ganito lang siya talaga kailangan. Mic natin. Sama kasi nung quality ng isang mic eh. Kaya ito. Tsagahan na natin itong isa. Okay? Bigyan naman ako, malinaw naman. Busy naman kung malinaw. Okay. Sige. Sana malinaw. Alright.
Okay. His adversary, with a record of 54 victories, with 40 by knockout and 7 defeats, from Pensacola, Roy Jones Jr.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Hindi ko sigurado kung naririnig niyo ako ba, pare. Parang wala. Parang hindi yata.
They're scheduled for 12. Here's round number 1. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. And a good solid 1-2 combo by Roy Jones. Jones is left now getting into the mix.
Let's see some defense.
Well, Teddy, here in this matchup, two guys who tend to go the distance. What do we look for early?
You know, I'm looking to see who can be more consistent in just one area. Who uses their jab a little bit steadier.
Go ahead and get out of the way.
Missed the target with that hook. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Manny Pacquiao. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Pacquiao's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Solid hook. Manny Pacquiao's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. There's the old 1-2. Pacquiao's got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened, and if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
We've seen this many times before, and maybe that time has arrived for him now. He's got a bad cut, so possibly a sense of urgency here that he's got to get after it and make something happen now before the fight ends.
Yeah, and it could be a good and bad. I know that you like to say there's always a silver lining in every great cloud, but you say, how could that be when a guy's cut? But if it gets this fighter now motivated and inspired to pick up his offense, something that he hasn't been doing, well, you know what? His corner will take it. They'd rather do without the bleeding, but they need those punches to start flowing.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. He gets off with a combination up top. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Pacquiao's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin, and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down, too.
Good return fire that time. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's well off the mark that time. That's the clean shot with the left hand that he was looking for by Manny Pacquiao. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Combo lands to the head. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Good flush shot upstairs. Well placed jab straight.
It's okay.
And we come to the end of round number 2. Pacquiao's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Gets rid of that body shot. Jones's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. To the head he goes with a left hand. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's hand speed is the difference here. I mean, that's what that combination was all about.
Yeah, purely speed. He just got off faster, sooner.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Pacquiao's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that 3-punch combo? How about a return to sender with the left hand? Jones is in a tough spot right here. He's going to be swallowing blood. You can see blood coming from his mouth, and that could really cut his win. Listen, everybody likes to see a great knockout shot to the chin, but truth be told, at this stage of a fight, the foundation for winning comes by going downstairs.
It's just like the old timers would say, Joe, you kill the body, the head will follow.
That's a nice combination. Left hook to the body, right hand.
Still not moving enough. Move.
Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? And that's the end of round 3.
Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
Beginning of round number 4. Teddy, the way your scorecard reads, he's up 3 rounds to zip. Good, accurate punching, earning him that lead.
Yeah, very conservative. Hasn't wasted anything. But, as you just touched on, has made everything count.
Pacquiao's combination punching is working well here. Now, this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Committing well now to that left hand over the top. Scored well up top. says, right back with the left hand. Oh, and a big uppercut from Pacquiao. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Nice work, the left hand to the head. They both decide to bring it. Big shot comes crashing home. Pacquiao goes down. Nice job by his opponent hitting him with that power shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's go! Get up!
The Pac-Man is not used to being in a spot like this. The man who does all the damage now looks damaged himself after that knockdown. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Roy Jones Jr.'s defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Great round now, back and forth. After he did the hurting, he's the one hurt.
Joe, simply put, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
That's the kind of round that tells you all you need to know about what kind of fight this is. Back and forth action, both guys hurt.
That's the kind of round that you better make sure that you did all your work in the gym, that you're in shape, because more to come.
Manny Pacquiao's coming out to fight this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, any idea, do you think he's recouped enough here?
Well, we're going to find out very quickly by looking at his legs. You're going to look downstairs just like you look downstairs in the basement of a house to see whether or not those bricks are in place, or whether or not some of the mortar has kind of disappeared and the bricks are a little loose. You want to see if those legs are stable, if they're firm.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Manny Pacquiao. Roy lands the hook. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good work defensively by Manny Pacquiao. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Not much action as he just ties up. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Manny Pacquiao. Jones's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
It is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip.
He did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up.
Come on, kid, focus.
Well, Teddy, in football, they call a turnover a game changer. That knockdown in that last round by him, that was a game changer.
Yeah, now it's easy for us to say that it's a game changer and he's going to continue doing. We expect him to continue doing what he did that round and keep building on it. But don't forget the other guy has something to say. He's going to get himself back together too.
Pacquiao's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. That hook was well off the mark.
Watch the hook.
He comes back with the left hand again. He gets hit, but what a big shot. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Roy Jones Jr.'s punch is far off the target. Well, he's just not throwing many jabs here tonight, Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the fundamentals, and it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up your punches, it sets up your offense, but it controls your defense. Keeps a guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. Just the most basic thing in the world.
Look at that combination by Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. That is just supreme skill by Manny Pacquiao there. He had the block on one end, counters back and scores on his own. And that's the end of round 6. Jones's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using illegal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy to him.
Combination to the head. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Not able to land the headshot. He didn't see that left hand. And wow!
Yes.
What a hook to the body. And he is down and in bad shape.
3. I think we out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, dude, we can't. Dude. Can't believe.
So he goes down again, and give him credit for rising up and beating the count. But Teddy, this referee's got to have an eye on stopping this fight.
Well, if he's a real ref, if he's doing his job, he definitely has to.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Manny Pacquiao's giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That is starts to take away some of that head movement.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is he's a
big shot there. Remember earlier he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jones is getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Manny Pacquiao's nailed by a shot upstairs. Good looking right hand after he got hit.
All right, you gotta bring your hands up. You must bring your hands.
Start of round 8, Teddy's scorecard. Well, slight lead here, but I'll say this. He may be up on your scorecards, but his opponent knows how to land a punch against him.
Yeah, he's found a home for that right hand. He notices that he brings that left hand back slow, so the right hand beat him to the mark.
Pacquiao's got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Roy Jones. Carries the punch, puts one in there. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Manny Pacquiao. He missed with that headshot. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. And a sharp counterpunch by Manny Pacquiao. Roy Jones Jr. is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Still not moving enough. Move!
Pacquiao's putting forth a great combination there.
Keep
goes up top with a right hand. Manny Pacquiao. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Wow, he goes down again.
I didn't
It's
think
going
we
to
were
be
gonna
called
get
the elevator fight. Up and down.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for tonight's main event. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Manny Pacquiao is on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. And we are underway for this scheduled 12-rounder. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Good biting, snapping shot by Manny Pacquiao. That straight right unable to connect. Manny Pacquiao's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Working the body.
And he engages in the clinch. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Again to the melon. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. He may be looking to clinch here. When you have a lot of speed, how effective can a feint be?
Oh boy, it can be really effective because your opponent is keyed up already. Before the bell even rings, he's jumping out of his shoes. He's waiting for something to come quick. So you let him think it's coming, he's going to react to it.
Hold on! Manny Pacquiao stunned, and he is hurt. Wow, stunned moments ago, but now somehow, some way, surviving well.
You know, Joe, I had a fighter once that got dropped in a round, and he wasn't doing real good up to that point. After that, he fought better. He boxed better, he fought better defensively, and when the fight was over, I said, good job. You know, he whispered to me. He whispered, did I get knocked out? Yeah, he did. Huh. He didn't know what had happened. I realized then he was fighting on instinct the rest of the night.
Amazing story. Unable to land clean by Roy Jones. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Manny Pacquiao with a big left hand. Now committing to that jab, straight hand, and it works out. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Jones is on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. Pacquiao's doing a beautiful job here early on of counterpunching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counterpunching pays off too because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
Cover up! Cover up!
A little head hunting right back to it. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Hello? Yes. Yes. Yes po, yes po. Ano pa yun? 2 days ago pa. Okay, thank you.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao.
Let's move!
got something to think about now. He is stunned. He could go down. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you can go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. 3 minutes gone by in this round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Jones's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Pacquiao's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
A good counter punch by Roy Jones. Very accurate two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Unable to score with the hook. Jones's cut is really a mess right now, and it could jeopardize this fight for him right here. Teddy, is there blame that needs to be placed on his cut man? Could he have done more?
Well, really, the trick to being a cut man is pretty simple. It's not rocket science. You have to have the right medicines, the right coagulants. You have to be calm. You have to be able to put pressure on that cut, get it to stop, and then put those medicines in. But you need a little help from your fighter. You need him to move a little bit on his bike and give those medicines time to work.
Putting his punches together, good combination by Roy Jones. Took a shot, now he gives a left. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Oh, what a whiff by Manny Pacquiao. Zones in on that overhand right. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Pacquiao's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
This is yours. You hear me? This is yours.
Round number 4 is underway. A chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Been an even fight, but Teddy, that's what we expected. It was hard to really say one guy had a distinct advantage going into this fight.
No, exactly. One thing I'm a little surprised about, though, Joe, is on the inside. You know, both guys have been cooperating, kind of making solid agreements not to work. Whoever decides not to make those agreements, I think he's going to start pulling away a little bit.
And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. What an excellent two-punch combo by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. is now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. And he just holds on there. Pacquiao's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Roy Jones Jr. with a big punch. There's that southpaw jab in the left hand. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Let's see some more heads.
Pacquiao stunned by a big shot. Oh, and there you go. He goes down for the first time.
1, 2, 3.
Manny Pacquiao is showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. Good combination to the head. That was a miss by Manny Pacquiao. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? it can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Really good work right there, landing the two punches. Pacquiao. And now you see this. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Look at that. Pacquiao is so aggressive that there's a risk involved. Manny just faced the risk and failed it. The power shot floored him.
5.
Comes after that knockdown, and he has gotten up. How does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in
that. Nice, crisp 1-2 combination by Manny Pacquiao. And there's a big right hand from Roy.
Keep moving. Get out there.
Did you see that? How is he going to survive
this guy? What the hell?
Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. Manny Pacquiao's proving to be elusive. That's an impactful right hand by Roy Jones. Pacquiao's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Nice uppercut from Roy. Good smooth work by Manny Pacquiao. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Teddy, can a shorter fighter in a matchup like this be effective with a power punch, or does he have to reach up too much?
Joe, not only can a shorter fighter in this kind of situation be effective, he will be effective if he comes out of a weave with a punch, because now, usually the taller guy, he's punching down. And when you punch down, you leave an opening.
Pacquiao's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Unable to score with the hook. Pacquiao's not just loading up, he's